and happy Tuesday. So it's my first day back to work, if you could call that, with this little temporary job I'm doing to help a friend. So I don't know if I'm into this getting up and getting ready for work anymore. Now when I worked at American Airlines, my shift started at 4:30 in the morning. So I would get up usually by 2:30 or 3 o'clock at the latest. So this is definitely a lot better because it's 8:30 and I start at 9 and she only lives a few miles down the road. So I don't have to get up as early. However, my shift would be ending at 10 a.m. with the airline. I'm in her place till 3. So I'm glad this is temporary, and I a little bit want to kick myself in the butt for offering to help her because, I don't know, I complained in another video how I'm so ready to go back to work, but this isn't my field. What I'm helping her do with unpacking and repacking stuff to ship on Amazon is not my kind of work. So I'm done complaining. I'm going to go have fun. But first, breakfast. I already had my snuggle time with my boy, so now it's my breakfast. And tonight is the creamy Asiago, oh my gosh, creamy Asiago chicken for dinner. So I will show you how to make that when I get home. But first, I got to look at the recipe again because I kind of forget how to make it. So I will be back much later. Hey everyone, so I'm back. Yes, I did my whole 6 hours of work today. Woohoo! So I'm home, sticking to my meal plan and my schedule. So tonight is the baked creamy Asiago chicken, which if you watch the video on the meal plan itself for the week, that recipe is actually from another YouTube channel called Shelly's Home Life. I think the title of the video is something about 3 new recipes that she's trying. It was just posted like a week ago. But it was a really easy recipe. I was going to go in and get, never mind. Okay, pretty easy recipe. I already have it in the oven just because I am in a hurry tonight because we also have plans this evening. So here it is in the oven. Hopefully the camera doesn't fog up. So it's pretty easy. It started out with, I cut 2 split chicken breasts into 4 pieces so they would cook a little quicker. Put them in a baking pan that I sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. And then you have an option of using a cup of yogurt or a cup of mayonnaise or half a cup of yogurt with half a cup of mayonnaise. I chose to go the cup of yogurt route. And to that you add a half a cup of Asiago cheese. I probably used a little more just because I love cheese, and garlic powder and seasoned salt and pepper. I also put some Italian seasoning in it. Again, these recipes are sauces on meats. You can pretty much tweak to your liking. Mix that all together, spread it on top of the chicken breast, throw it in a 375-degree oven. So I'll let you know how it turns out. Shelly said she loved it. She also put extra Asiago cheese on top when it was just about done baking. I shredded my whole block of Asiago, so I have plenty here. So I will have enough to sprinkle on top of the chicken when it comes out of the oven. I'm also going to make some broccoli with it, and we can put some of that cheese on the broccoli if we want to. And then I'm going to serve it with some whole grain pasta. That's what I'm going to get. Oh, sorry. So I got some whole grain pasta at the store this week if you watch the grocery haul. So I'm going to cook some of that for on the side, and that will be dinner. And like I said, I'm in a little bit of a hurry. We have a friend of the family just got his investment license. And he was actually over here to see me a few months ago when he just had gotten his insurance license. He was trying to get me to come on board since he knew I wasn't working and help him sell insurance and investments. And I turned him down because, quite honestly, that's not my thing. I know I know it's a job I could do. What's the word I want? Like, I'm good with numbers and things like that, and I can add very quickly, but it's just not something I'm interested in. Like, to me, that is just so stinking boring that I'd never make any money because I wouldn't want to do it because it just bores the heck out of me. But anyway, I told him, at that time he only had his insurance license and he was still working on his investment license.
I said, when you come back and when you get your investment license, call me back, because Mike and I really need to start thinking about retirement. I don't know how it is in other countries or even in the United States with some of you other subscribers, but as far as pensions go, we have nothing. You know, the company that Mike used to work for when we first got married, which was the Pfaltzgraff company that made the pottery, he had a pension and not a 401k, an employee stock ownership plan. It was called an ESOP. Well, when they closed the doors, we got in the ESOP plan what the value of the stock was worth the day that they were taken over by Lifetime Brands, which is not an American company, or they don't manufacture here in the United States. So it was zero. So we lost a little over $40,000 in his stock ownership plan, and I think for his pension it was froze at that point. He might get like $200 and some a month when he retires. So yeah, that's nothing. That'll cover the gas in the cars at this point. So until he retires, which is probably another 20 years, it might not even cover gas in the cars for a month. So anyway, the job he has now offers him nothing, and I'm not working, so I have nothing. So we need to start trying to put some money away for retirement, or we're going to be living with my kids. It's just that simple. And I hate to break the news to them, but girls, you might have to take your mother in. Yeah, I don't want that. So, he's coming over here at 5:30, so I'm trying to put a rush on things so that we can eat by 5 o'clock, so that I can be kind of cleaned up till he gets here at 5:30, because I didn't want to wait till after he left to eat. That just makes it so late, because my husband has to go to work early in the morning, so he likes to get to bed early. So anyway, I've yapped long enough. I'll give you a sneak peek of what dinner looks like when it's done, and I'll be back later tonight to let you know how the investment talking goes and how much money I need to squeeze out of the budget in order to not starve to death when I retire. And Mike's turning 50 in a few months, and I just turned 47. So it'll be here before we know it. Because you know how it is, once you hit a certain age, your life just kind of starts flying by. So yeah, I'll be... Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to talk to you while I unload my dishwasher. So, when I left you last, we had a friend coming over who has his investment license, who's going to show us how good or bad we were on track for retirement. Let's just say I should get 3 jobs, Michael should get 2 more jobs, and we shouldn't even think about spending a penny. And I understand that a lot of people who are into investments, their goal is to get you to retire with, according to him, to keep our same standard of living, add in a 3% inflation rate for 20 years, which is about what Mike has to work at. According to him, we need $1.6 million invested to be able to retire, and that's without Social Security. Now, those of us here in the United States, I don't know about other areas, but those of us here in the United States, I'm pretty sure you all are aware that Social Security has been talked about for years in the news, in that it's probably not going to be around a whole lot longer. However, we've been hearing that for 20 years, so it's hard to say. Because of the amount of time Mike has worked and the amount of money he's paid in, his Social Security looks pretty decent, and we wouldn't have to have that much money invested. However, if he would be retirement age in the next 5 years, I'd have to move back to my kids. I'd have to move in with my children. It's pretty sad. So, Mike and I have got to make some serious changes. Again, it was definitely eye-opening. We really didn't get a chance to discuss what those changes are going to be, other than one thing. Just because till this guy left, it was like 7:40, and Mike had to get a shower, get ready for bed. Our dog is still sick. If the antibiotics are helping, it's only about half. which reminds me, I'm going to get one out now for him to take. So I went and got him some Robitussin for people at the pharmacy. I gave that to him last night. That is helping. That is helping. Which we had saw that it's safe to give it to dogs and what dosage to give. Obviously, we're not ODing our dogs. So, it got too late for Mike and I really to discuss anything last night other than that the vacations have to stop. Other than going to see our children in Florida. That's it. Now, yes, this year was an exceptional year. We did a lot of running. Just many trips here and there. I mean, we did go to Florida twice. We were there for a week in April, and then we flew back down for a weekend in September to help them move. But other than that, we were running. We did a lot of fun stuff because we had, again, just moved into this small apartment, saving $500 a month on rent compared to where we were living. We took advantage of it. We did. Plus, I had had surgery and had a cancer scare, and once it was determined that the malignant tumors were all removed, there's no cancer anywhere in your body, it was like we were celebrating. We didn't care. We just, at least I was. That was my philosophy. You know what? I'm going to take advantage of the fact that, dang it, I'm healthy, let's go do some fun stuff. And I crossed some stuff off my bucket list. Now it's back to reality. Again, the only change we said so far is going to be, sorry if I'm making a lot of noise, plus I'm fighting with the sound of the washer running back here. Now that I'm back in the working world, I got to do all this stuff early. Laundry, empty the dishwasher. What was that? Oh my God, I even lost my train of thought. I'm just overwhelmed at the moment. I'm very overwhelmed. Again, I know I can't let it completely overwhelm me because, again, investors, they want to scare you a little bit. Although this guy's a friend of the family, he didn't come across as obnoxious and you have to do this and overbearing. He is not like that at all. But the software program that he uses with the investment company that he works for, that's what he goes by. So he's showing us figures that he didn't make up, that his company, used a formula and came up with. So I'm sure it'll wear off after a while, but I'm going to be looking for a lot of ways to cut money. Right now, we're just going to start very conservative, and we're giving them $200 a month to start investing in moderately conservative half of the money, a little bit more aggressive of the other half of the money. But I know I'm going to have to up that $200 a month. Does it mean, I want to go back to work, y'all know that, but I don't want to go back to work here. I want to move. Does it mean I may have to go back to work here? I have a temporary job. Will they ask me to stay on? Depends on their business level. If their business level stays up, they may ask me to stay on. Will I? I don't know. It's still above minimum wage, but I know what I'm capable of. I have a degree, but using it here in York, Pennsylvania is probably impossible. It's just, I don't want to use it here. Oh, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. What do I do? Anyway, that's all I wanted to yap about this morning. So tonight is pork chops for dinner with some roasted red potatoes. That's the other area that I know I can cut money, is in my grocery bill. Mike and I eat well. We don't eat out a lot compared to some other people, but I know we could eat out less compared to other people. But I could definitely trim the grocery budget. Well, Mike and I eat steak. We eat a big honking piece of steak, and it's a good cut. It's either New York strip or filet mignon. However, when my kids were growing up, we couldn't afford that. But we still ate steak, but we ate sirloin. So I know I can go back to some of the more frugal grocery ways. So I'm going to have to start, when I start meal planning tomorrow, tomorrow's Thursday, I'll sit and do my meal plan after work tomorrow. I'll have to trim the budget a little bit. It does help that Mike is trying to lose weight, and God knows I could use to lose about 100 pounds myself. It does help because I can cut back on the portions that I make, which will help him. But last night, the old me would have made 3 of those split chicken breasts. Mike would have ate 2 and I would have ate a whole one. Well, with those big Costco packs of chicken, normally they only contain 2 of those, and I just got 1 of those out of the thaw. You don't know what's in there. Sometimes it's 3 small ones, but normally it's 2 decent-sized breasts. So I cut those into the 4 pieces like you saw. I ate 1 piece. He ate a piece and a half. So we still have a piece and a half of chicken left over. So we're definitely getting better with that. And when my kids are still at home, I would make 5 of those. 1 for each of us, and actually a second one for Mike. So, yeah, it's going to be a new journey. It's actually the journey I was supposed to make when I quit work, in trying to figure out ways to cut money so that living on 1 income was no big deal. But the whole retirement thing has thrown me into a little bit of a frenzy. So, yeah. It's 8 o'clock. I gotta leave at 8:45. I should do a morning routine now when I'm back to work, so maybe I'll do that in another video, how I can get so much done in the morning in a short amount of time. But it helps that I don't do a lot to myself physically in the morning. I can have myself ready in 25 minutes at the most. So I'm going to go sit and snuggle with my puppy, especially since he's not feeling very well, and I will catch up with you, I guess, at supper time tonight. Oh, the sun coming off your head, kind of like blinding. Hi, little boy. Hey everyone, so you just saw our dinner for Wednesday night. So not much else happening here tonight. We walked the dog. He is finally starting to feel a little better, a lot less coughing, so I think the antibiotics are finally kicking in. So tomorrow, Thursday, I'm probably not going to vlog. I'm just going to be going to work for the day, and tomorrow is leftovers, so I'll probably get back to you Friday with my meal plan and market haul for the week. So I will see you later.